Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 641. Today what we're talking about is mobilization of the knee. Now this mobilization is a little bit different because people typically think when we go ahead and flex or extend the knee that we're mobilizing the tissues around the knee. But today what we're doing is actually attempting to mobilize the capsule. And we do that through a distractive mechanism and flexing our knee over an object. The object that we like to use here, we use in the office is a bolster, but anybody can grab a towel and they go ahead and they just roll it up just like such, and it gives ourselves a fulcrum for our knee. Now, if you can imagine, this is a flexion maneuver, but we're actually causing distraction at the knee joint itself, okay? Because if I take my knee and I flex it, okay, very little distraction happens at the joint. But if I put an object into the crux of my knee and I flex it and I go ahead and add a little bit of tension, what's actually happening is the knee joint gets pulled apart as you add the flexion in, right? So I'm going to show you two different ways to do it, and you can kind of go off of how you feel as far as the intensity level, okay? The first one that I'm going to show, and this is pretty much for the healthier knees out there, okay, is we're going to take this towel, we're going to put it into the crux of the knee, like I said, and we're just going to get down into this position right here. From right here, I can control how much pressure I put on it by sitting back, and I put my hands in front, just like such, right? If I'm really good and this isn't something that bothers me that much, I can sit right back and I can really add some good pressure into this, okay? If coming onto my knees itself is painful, this probably isn't the position for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the position and we're going to put ourselves onto our butt. Then we keep the same towel position, except I take my hand up from underneath there. I'm just going to pull my heel towards my butt in this direction, right? In both cases, I can apply the same amount of pressure. I can get a little more oomph into it when I sit on top of it, but the idea is that I'm causing this distraction to the capsule. And this is important to note because the capsule, if we think about the knee joint itself, okay, or any other joint that has a capsule, if we look at it, it's basically two bones that come together and they're surrounded by tissue, right? If we think about saran wrap holding two pencils together or something like that, that's the tissue that we're attempting to mobilize, not the surrounding tissue of the musculature that you would think of as the calf and the hamstrings and the quads up here, okay? So guys, what we're going to try to do is try to get in this mobilization. When we get into this position here, what we want to be able to do is do this just oscillating pressure for about 2 minutes, okay? If we're going to go ahead onto our knees, we're going to do the same oscillating technique for about 2 minutes, okay? Then go ahead and switch each side. Hope this helps you out, and until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.